I know this might sound a little familiar, but I want to ask you, have you ever found yourself in a position where you set a goal, you were feeling good about it, you had the motivation, and then just a few days later, you fell off track? Maybe it was something like starting a new workout routine, eating healthier, or working on that big project. The excitement and motivation were there, but when the tough moments hit, your willpower wasn't. Here's the truth. Willpower isn't something we're just born with. It's something we can build, strengthen, and grow over time. And today, I want to share with you a framework that will change how you approach your goals and create lasting willpower. Willpower is often seen as something innate, something that some people just seem to have in abundance, while others struggle to tap into it. However, the truth is that willpower is not a static trait. It's more like a muscle, and just like any muscle in the body, the more you use it, the stronger it becomes. This concept is powerful because it means that, with the right approach, anyone can increase their willpower over time. To build willpower, the first step is to understand that it's not about being perfect or having an endless supply of motivation. Motivation can come and go, but willpower is something you can train and develop through consistent effort. Think about a muscle. When you go to the gym for the first time, you can't lift heavy weights immediately. You start with lighter weights, and over time, as your muscles grow stronger, you can handle more. Willpower works the same way. At first, it might feel challenging to resist temptation or stay focused on a task, but with regular practice, it becomes easier. The key to building willpower is making it a regular part of your life. It's not about waiting for a moment of motivation or a big event to make a change. Instead, it's about consistently showing up, even on the days when you don't feel like it. Imagine waking up every morning and deciding to make your bed, no matter how tired you feel. That small action requires willpower, but by doing it every day, you strengthen your ability to push through discomfort. Over time, this builds a foundation for tackling bigger challenges. Small, manageable actions are the foundation of willpower training. You don't need to start with grand resolutions. In fact, setting overly ambitious goals from the start can backfire, leaving you feeling defeated when you inevitably slip up. Instead, focus on making small commitments that you can keep. This could be as simple as deciding to drink a glass of water every morning, or committing to take a 5-minute walk each day. These are not huge feats, but they require willpower, and the more you practice, the more you strengthen that muscle. As you consistently make these small, willpower-driven choices, you begin to notice how your ability to stay committed improves. You might find yourself resisting distractions more easily or feeling more confident about sticking to your goals. But it's not just about the result. This process itself is key. Every time you exercise your willpower, you're reinforcing a neural pathway in your brain that makes it easier to stay focused, resist temptation, and follow through on your commitments. This is the science behind willpower development. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. It's also important to understand that willpower can be depleted. Just like you can't lift heavy weights continuously without tiring out, your ability to exercise willpower can decrease throughout the day, especially if you've already made a lot of decisions or faced many temptations. This is why it's crucial to prioritize the tasks that require the most willpower at times when you're feeling energized. For example, if you know that making healthy decisions at the end of the day is a struggle, do your best to plan your meals and workouts in the morning when your willpower is fresh. Strength of your willpower is rest. Just as muscles need recovery time to grow, your mind and willpower need time to recharge. When you're well rested and mentally rejuvenated, your willpower is sharper and more resilient. That's why maintaining a healthy sleep routine is so important in the process of building willpower. Remember, the process of building willpower is gradual. It's not about trying to force yourself to do everything all at once, but about making small, consistent choices that exercise your willpower every day. Over time, as you strengthen this muscle, you'll find that tasks that once seemed difficult or draining become more manageable, and your ability to stay disciplined and focused will increase. Willpower isn't something that either you have or you don't. It's something that grows and evolves with practice, commitment, and patience. The The more you use it, the more you'll be able to rely on it, making it a powerful tool for achieving your goals. Just like any muscle, the strength of your willpower is a result of regular intentional effort. When it comes to building willpower, one of the most effective strategies is to focus on setting small, achievable goals. Large, intimidating objectives can be overwhelming and may even discourage progress before it starts. Instead, breaking down your larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks makes them seem more attainable, creating a sense of accomplishment with each step. This approach not only keeps you motivated, but also gives you the momentum needed to continue progressing. The initial excitement of setting a big goal can be thrilling, but as time passes and obstacles arise, it's easy to feel disheartened or frustrated. That's where small goals come in. Rather than focusing on the end result, the key is to celebrate the journey. If you try to tackle everything all at once, you risk burning out or becoming disillusioned with the process. But by focusing on small, specific actions, you create a series of successes that build upon each other, reinforcing your motivation and strengthening your willpower. For example, if you want to get fit, setting a goal like I'm going to lose 30 pounds may feel distant and abstract. Instead, break it down into something more concrete and immediate, like I will work out for 20 minutes today. This not only makes the task more manageable, but also eliminates the pressure of trying to reach a huge goal right away. By focusing on the smaller goal, you are more likely to follow through, and each day you achieve that smaller goal, it will build your confidence and willpower to tackle the next challenge. These smaller goals also provide a sense of progress. Instead of waiting for a big final result, you get to celebrate the small victories along the way. Each accomplishment, no matter how minor it may seem, reinforces the idea that you're moving in the right direction. This sense of achievement is incredibly motivating because it validates your efforts and reminds you that your hard work is paying off. These incremental wins help shift your mindset from one of frustration and self-doubt to one of positivity and growth. Another advantage of setting small, achievable goals is that they are easier to incorporate into your daily routine. Large goals often require major shifts in behavior or lifestyle, which can be daunting and hard to sustain. But smaller, more focused goals are easier to adapt to, and they don't require massive changes in your day-to-day life. When goals are broken down into bite-sized pieces, they feel less like a major disruption and more like a natural part of your routine. This helps to build the habit of success as you start making consistent progress toward your larger objective without it feeling like a huge burden. Smaller goals are more flexible and adaptable. Life is unpredictable, and sticking to a rigid, long-term plan can often lead to frustration when unexpected obstacles arise. Smaller goals, however, allow you to adjust more easily without losing sight of your progress. For instance, if you plan to run 30 minutes every day but had to miss a session, a smaller goal like I'll walk for 10 minutes today allows you to still move forward without feeling like you failed. The key is to maintain consistency, even if that consistency means adjusting your approach in the face of challenges. The practice of setting small goals also creates a deeper sense of ownership over your actions. Each time you accomplish one of these small goals, you're reinforcing your ability to make decisions, follow through, and take control of your behavior. This builds self-discipline, which is essential for strengthening your willpower. When you consistently choose to follow through on small commitments, you're proving to yourself that you can be trusted to do what you say, which is the foundation of greater personal willpower. When you focus on small, achievable goals, you create a cycle of positive reinforcement that fuels your willpower. You gain confidence, build momentum, and develop the discipline needed to tackle larger challenges. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the magnitude of your aspirations, you take control of your journey one step at a time. Each small success reinforces your belief in yourself and strengthens your ability to keep moving forward no matter the obstacles. Building willpower goes beyond just personal strength or discipline. It's also about creating the right environment to foster success. Your environment plays a significant role in shaping your behavior and actions, often without you even realizing it. The surroundings you create, both physically and mentally, can either help you stay on track or pull you further away from your goals. When you intentionally control your environment, you make it easier to stay committed, avoid distractions, and focus on what truly matters. One of the first things to consider is your physical environment. If you are trying to stick to a healthier lifestyle, for instance, keeping junk food in plain sight or within easy reach creates constant temptation. The willpower needed to resist those temptations will be stretched every time you walk past that bowl of chips or candy. But if you remove those temptations altogether, you drastically reduce the number of decisions you need to make throughout the day. Out of sight, out of mind, by making healthier options more accessible, such as storing fruits, vegetables, and nutritious snacks in visible locations, you make it easier to make the right choice without relying solely on willpower. Your workspace is another critical factor in how your environment influences your willpower. If your desk is cluttered, filled with distractions like your phone, unopened emails, or random items that have nothing to do with the task at hand, it can be difficult to focus. The physical chaos around you often translates to mental clutter, making it harder to stay on task. Simplifying and organizing your environment removes unnecessary distractions and creates a space that supports productivity and concentration. This means clearing your workspace, turning off unnecessary notifications, and placing only the items you need in your immediate surroundings. A clean and organized space will help you stay focused on your work rather than being pulled in a dozen different directions. The people around you also play a huge role in shaping your willpower. If you spend a lot of time with individuals who discourage or undermine your efforts, you may find it more challenging to stay committed to your goals. Conversely, being around people who support your aspirations, hold you accountable, and encourage positive habits makes it easier to stay on track. Whether it's a friend who checks in on your progress, a mentor offering guidance, or colleagues who share similar goals, surrounding yourself with positive influences can significantly enhance your ability to resist temptation and stay disciplined. Equally important is the mental environment you create. This involves the inner dialogue and mindset you maintain throughout the day. If you constantly tell yourself you lack discipline or willpower, or if you focus on your mistakes, your mental environment can become one of self-doubt and negativity. On the other hand, if you cultivate an environment of self-compassion, growth, and positive reinforcement, you're more likely to stay resilient in the face of challenges. A positive mental environment encourages you to keep pushing forward even when things get tough. It helps you build confidence, self-belief, and emotional resilience, all of which are necessary for sustaining willpower. When you intentionally shape your environment to support your goals, it becomes easier to make the right choices and follow through on your intentions. This could mean making small changes in your daily routine, such as preparing meals in advance to avoid unhealthy temptations, or adjusting your work environment to eliminate distractions and increase focus. Even the digital environment matters. Limit your access to time-wasting apps, unfollow negative or distracting accounts, and curate your social media feeds to be filled with inspiration and motivation. The impact of a supportive environment goes beyond the physical. The stories you tell yourself, the people you surround yourself with, and the resources you choose to engage with can all have a powerful influence on your willpower. It's easy to underestimate how much your environment shapes your actions, but small adjustments can make a world of difference in your ability to stay committed to your goals. By proactively creating an environment that removes obstacles, reduces distractions, and encourages positive behaviors, you're stacking the odds in your favor. This doesn't eliminate the need for willpower entirely, but it makes the process of staying disciplined much easier. It's about setting yourself up for success by eliminating unnecessary challenges and fostering a space that supports your best work and healthiest habits. Building strong willpower is not just about forcing yourself to do things you don't want to do. It's about creating consistent routines and rituals that help you make the right choices automatically. The more you incorporate positive habits into your daily life, the less effort it takes to exercise your willpower. Instead of relying on motivation or sheer determination in every moment, routines help you build a structure that supports your goals, reducing the need for willpower to kick in every time a decision has to be made. Habits are powerful because they become ingrained in your daily life, which means you don't have to think twice about following through on them. For example, if you make it a habit to wake up at the same time every day, you no longer have to rely on your willpower to get out of bed. It becomes an automatic action. The same applies to any habit you want to build. Whether it's exercising every morning, eating a healthy breakfast, or setting aside time for focused work, once these actions are part of your routine, they no longer feel like a battle of willpower. You simply do them because they are woven into the fabric of your daily life. Starting with a small routine and gradually expanding it is an effective way to build momentum. If you want to get into the habit of exercising, don't overwhelm yourself with an hour-long workout every day right off the bat. Start with 5 minutes of stretching or a short walk. The idea is to make it easy to start and build the routine slowly. As you make this small action a regular part of your day, you'll find that your willpower is being used less and less. The habit begins to take over, and soon the small action that once required willpower becomes something you do without even thinking about it. Creating rituals around your goals is another way to make them feel like a natural part of your life. Rituals can serve as anchors that help you get into the right mindset and prepare for action. For example, a morning ritual of drinking a glass of water, meditating for 5 minutes, and then reviewing your goals for the day can set a positive tone and establish a sense of discipline right from the start. These rituals give you structure and clarity, helping you to stay on track. They also serve as a mental cue to focus your energy on the important tasks ahead. Another powerful aspect of routines and rituals is that they allow you to build consistency. Consistency is key when it comes to strengthening willpower. The more consistent you are with your actions, the more they become ingrained as habits. These habits require little to no mental effort to execute, which frees up your willpower for other areas of your life. When your days are structured and organized around positive rituals, you're constantly reinforcing the actions that align with your goals, making it easier to stay focused and disciplined. It's important to note that routines should not be rigid or overwhelming. The idea isn't to create a perfect, unbreakable schedule, but rather to have a framework that supports your success. If you miss a workout or don't follow through on a task, it's important to be flexible and adjust. Don't let one missed habit derail your entire progress. The key is to keep coming back to your routines without judgment. The consistency of simply showing up, whether that's for your morning ritual or a daily task, builds the mental resilience needed to stay focused over time. One of the greatest benefits of developing routines and rituals is that they help you build trust in yourself. As you consistently follow through on your commitments, you start to build confidence in your ability to stay disciplined. This self-trust strengthens your willpower because the more you believe in your ability to succeed, the easier it becomes to maintain positive habits. By embedding positive habits into your daily life and making them part of your routine, you take the pressure off relying solely on willpower in every moment. The more consistent you are with these routines, the more they become automatic and the less energy you need to exert to get them done. This steady, routine-based approach to building willpower helps you stay on track with your goals without burning out or relying on short bursts of motivation. One of the most powerful ways to enhance willpower is through accountability. When you are held accountable for your actions, there is a sense of responsibility that makes it easier to stay committed to your goals. Accountability adds an external layer of motivation and support that can make all the difference when it comes to building discipline and consistency. It's easier to follow through when you know someone else is watching, expecting results, or is there to celebrate your successes and help you navigate setbacks. Accountability partners, whether friends, family members, or colleagues, serve as a reminder that you're not on this journey alone. Their presence provides a sense of responsibility. Knowing someone will check in with you or is aware of your progress can make you less likely to procrastinate or give up on your goals. It's much harder to skip a workout, for example, when you know that someone will ask you how it went or if you followed through on your commitment. This sense of external motivation is not about adding pressure, but about building a support system that keeps you moving forward. In addition to accountability partners, having a group or community that shares similar goals can be incredibly beneficial. When you join a group with a shared interest or purpose, you create a network of support where you can learn from others, share experiences, and encourage one another. This shared accountability means you're not just answerable to yourself, but also to the group, which adds an additional layer of motivation to stay on track. It's easier to push through challenges when you know others are relying on your contributions, and you're all working toward the same goal. For many people, public commitment adds another level of accountability. When you tell people about your goals, you create a sense of social responsibility. There is something motivating about knowing that others are aware of your plans. Whether it's posting your goal on social media or telling your friends and family about your intentions, making a public commitment can increase the pressure to follow through. Not because you fear judgment, but because you want to honor the promises you've made to others. The fear of letting others down can be a powerful motivator to keep going, especially when the going gets tough. Another key element of accountability is the ability to track your progress and reflect on your results. Whether it's through journaling, using a habit tracker, or having regular check-ins with a mentor or accountability partner, tracking your progress helps you stay focused and motivated. It allows you to see how far you've come, which builds confidence and reinforces your commitment to the goal. Additionally, seeing progress, no matter how small, serves as a positive reinforcement that encourages you to keep moving forward. Accountability systems like these can also help you spot any areas where you may be struggling, providing the opportunity to course correct before you get too far off track. An accountability partner or system is especially valuable when the journey gets difficult. There will be times when your willpower falters and you feel like giving up or losing motivation. During these moments, having someone to check in with, offer advice, or provide encouragement can make all the difference. Accountability doesn't just help keep you on track when things are going well, it is crucial when you face obstacles and setbacks. These challenges are inevitable, but with accountability, you have a built-in support network that can help you stay grounded, reassess your approach, and push through tough times. Accountability also brings a sense of celebration. When you achieve milestones or reach certain goals, having someone to celebrate with reinforces your success and acknowledges your hard work. This celebration helps you build a positive relationship with the process and reminds you that progress is worth acknowledging. It can motivate you to continue working toward your next goal, knowing that each achievement will be celebrated. Whether with a simple acknowledgement or a shared moment of success with your accountability partner, by incorporating accountability into your journey, you significantly increase your chances of success. Whether through personal check-ins, group support, public commitment, or tracking progress, accountability provides the external motivation and encouragement needed to follow through on your goals. It reduces the temptation to let your willpower slip and ensures that you have the support system you need to stay disciplined and consistent. When building willpower, one of the most important aspects to recognize is that setbacks are a natural part of the process. Perfection is not the goal, persistence is. It's easy to think that a single mistake or failure means that all progress has been lost. But in reality, setbacks are often the stepping stones to growth. Being compassionate with yourself during these moments is crucial, as it allows you to bounce back stronger and continue on your path. Instead of giving in to frustration or self-criticism, embracing setbacks as part of the journey strengthens your resolve and helps you maintain the discipline necessary to reach your goals. One of the main reasons people struggle with setbacks is the belief that a failure means they have to start over from scratch. This mentality can lead to a cycle of discouragement and burnout. For example, if someone is working on losing weight and they miss a workout or eat something unhealthy, they might feel as if they've ruined their entire progress. This thought process leads to feelings of guilt and defeat, which often result in giving up on their goals altogether. However, acknowledging that everyone faces setbacks, even those who are highly successful, can help shift this mindset. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency and recovery. When you fall short of your expectations, instead of abandoning your goal, it's more productive to evaluate what went wrong, learn from the experience, and get back on track. This mindset fosters long-term success because it focuses on progress, not perfection. The way you talk to yourself during setbacks also plays a significant role in how quickly you recover. Negative self-talk can be damaging and disempowering, often making you feel worse about the situation and less motivated to continue. On the other hand, self-compassion allows you to recognize that setbacks are part of being human. Instead of berating yourself, take a moment to offer yourself encouragement. Remind yourself that it's okay to make mistakes and that they don't define your ability to achieve your goals. The way you respond to failure will ultimately determine how quickly you get back on track. The more you can view setbacks as temporary and surmountable, the easier it becomes to maintain the willpower to keep going. When setbacks occur, it's also important to reframe the experience as an opportunity to grow and learn. Each time you face a challenge or fall short of your goal, it's a chance to reflect and make adjustments. Ask yourself what went wrong, why it happened, and what you can do differently next time. This process of self-reflection helps you become more resilient and adaptable. It also encourages problem solving, which is a key part of strengthening willpower. Instead of viewing a setback as a roadblock, see it as valuable feedback that can guide you toward a better strategy or approach in the future. This shift in perspective makes it easier to maintain a positive mindset and keep moving forward, even when things don't go according to plan. Another key to handling setbacks is maintaining the bigger picture. Willpower is not about forcing yourself to be perfect every day. It's about having the resilience to get back up after each fall. Building willpower involves understanding that success is a process and that process is often messy and imperfect. Embrace the ups and downs, knowing that every challenge you overcome strengthens your ability to stay focused and disciplined in the long term. The setbacks don't invalidate your goals. They are simply part of the journey toward achieving them. It's the ability to keep moving forward despite obstacles that truly builds willpower. The role of patience is also crucial in handling setbacks. Building lasting willpower doesn't happen overnight, and it's important to give yourself time to grow. Patience allows you to be gentle with yourself, recognizing that change takes time and that setbacks are part of the process. When you embrace patience, you give yourself the grace to fail without giving up. This creates a sense of inner peace and acceptance, which allows you to refocus and try again with more insight and determination. Lastly, setbacks provide an opportunity to celebrate the resilience it takes to get back up and continue. Each time you bounce back from a setback, you're not just moving closer to your goal, you're also strengthening your willpower and mental toughness. Over time, you'll realize that setbacks are less about failure and more about proving to yourself that you have the strength to keep going, no matter the obstacles in your path. The key is to remain committed, learn from every experience, and maintain compassion for yourself as you continue on your journey.